Russian Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov unleashed a blistering critique of Ukraine and its Western backers during a roundtable with foreign ambassadors in Moscow, insisting that the conflict has become a Western occupation of Ukrainian territory and policy.
When decisions on Ukraine's future are made in Washington and Brussels, not Kyiv, it is clear who truly controls the country, Lavrov said, framing Western military aid and proposed security guarantees as proof that Ukraine is occupied by the West.
Lavrov dismissed Kyiv's calls to restore its 1991 borders, portraying Moscow's actions as defensive rather than expansionist. He said the Kremlin's goal is to shield people in eastern Ukraine from persecution, not seize territory.
Our actions are not about conquering land, but about protecting people who were abandoned and threatened by the Kiev regime.
The Russian diplomat accused Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky of sabotaging even US efforts to reach a settlement, highlighting conflicting statements from Kyiv about victory and compromise.
We also see how Kiev is trying to sabotage this policy of the American administration in every possible way. Even if it didn't retain the borders it had in 1991, that would still be a victory. But then, just the other day, Zelensky stated that giving Putin any part of Ukrainian land would be unthinkable.
Lavrov warned that Western policymakers were misreading Moscow if they believed economic incentives could force a deal.
Some may think that territorial exchanges or an attempt to tempt Putin by restoring trade with the US could stop the war. That is not the case.
Turning to security proposals, Lavrov demanded that any guarantees for Ukraine respect international law and Russia's concerns.
Security guarantees must fully comply with the West's obligations as enshrined in the UN Charter and in OSCE documents, he said. No country has the right to strengthen its security at the expense of others.
With these remarks, Lavrov reinforced Moscow's central narrative that Ukraine's fate is dictated by foreign powers, and that Russia will not accept territorial concessions or Western security schemes that threaten its own security.
решению всех вопросов.